They called me crazy, a single mom, barely making ends meet, buying a sinking rust bucket of a ferry boat. Laughter echoed in the salty air of the harbour every time I walked by. "Look, there's Sarah and her submarine," they'd sneer. My kids, bless their hearts, just looked at me with worried eyes. After my divorce, all I had was a small inheritance and a desperate need to build a future for them. The MV Wanderer was all I could afford. It was a local joke, a ferry that had been decommissioned and left to rot, slowly taking on water at its moorings. Everyone saw a heap of scrap metal. I saw a home. The first few weeks were grueling. Every morning, I was down in the bilge, patching leaks with epoxy and marine-grade sealant. The constant dampness chilled me to the bone. My hands were raw, my muscles ached, and my bank account was draining faster than the water I was pumping out. Friends stopped calling. Even my own parents told me I was throwing my life away, that I should sell it for scrap and get a real job. The doubt was like a tide, always threatening to pull me under. I'd sit on the cold steel deck at night, watching the city lights glitter across the water, and wonder if they were all right. Was I just a fool, chasing a ridiculous dream? My only motivation was my children. I wanted to show them that you can build something from nothing, that you don't give up when things get hard. One day, while wrestling with a stubborn pump in a flooded compartment near the engine room, my wrench slipped and clanged against a section of the bulkhead. The sound was different, not the dull thud of solid steel, but a hollow echo. My heart started to pound. I ran my hands over the grimy surface, feeling for any inconsistency. There, hidden beneath layers of rust and grime, was a faint outline. It looked like a sealed panel, one that wasn't on any of the ship's original blueprints I'd spent countless nights studying. Adrenaline surged through me. This was it. This had to be something. I grabbed a crowbar and started prying at the edges. The metal groaned in protest, rusted shut for who knows how many decades. With a final desperate heave, the panel creaked open. A musty, stale smell hit me first. I shone my flashlight inside, and my breath caught in my throat. It wasn't treasure. Not in the way you'd think. It was a hidden compartment, a smuggler's hold, and inside, stacked neatly, were dozens of wooden crates. My hands trembled as I pried one open. It was filled with vintage bottles, their labels faded but still legible. Fine wines and rare whiskies from the 1950s, perfectly preserved in the cool, dark belly of the ship. I was stunned. I looked around the massive engine room, at the silent, powerful engines that once propelled this giant through the waves. This ship wasn't just a vessel. It was a time capsule. The previous owner, a reclusive old sea captain, must have used the ferry for more than just carrying passengers. He was running a secret, high-end smuggling operation. I started opening more crates. There were antique nautical instruments, rare coins from ports around the world, and even rolled-up canvases that, after a little research, turned out to be original maritime paintings from a forgotten artist. The total value was astronomical. The news spread through the harbour like wildfire. The same people who had laughed at me now stood at the pier, staring in disbelief as appraisers and collectors came and went from my sinking ferry. The mockery turned to whispers of awe. I paid off my debts, hired a professional crew to help me fully restore the Wanderer, and turned the main deck into a beautiful floating home for my kids. The lower decks became a maritime museum and a unique event space. I kept the secret engine room compartment exactly as I found it, a reminder of the secret the old boat had kept for me. They don't call me Crazy Sarah anymore. They call me the Ferry Queen. My story became a local legend, a testament to the idea that sometimes the things that people discard hold the most value. It's about having the vision to see potential where others only see ruin. It's about a mother's fierce determination to build a safe harbor for her children, even if she has to build it out of a sinking ship. My kids are so proud. They love our life on the water, surrounded by history and adventure. And every time I stand on the bridge of my beautifully restored ferry, I look out at the horizon and smile. I didn't just find a hidden treasure. I found our future. I found our home. Thank you for watching my story. If you've ever felt like the underdog, don't ever give up on your rusty old boat, because you never know what secrets it might be holding. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on our life aboard the MV Wanderer.